So in the Nat Cap Tour, we finally got a flatter stage today, which does 4 laps of Lake Burley-Griffin here in Canberra.
Roll away, give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Stage 3.
But it's a chance for the other teams to have a crack at sprinters' jerseys, stage win, maybe even form up a little breakaway, given that the peloton will have really tired legs.
An opportunity indeed for the sprinters today. 80 kilometres, 4 laps around this beautiful circuit around Lake Burley-Griffin. Parliament House is old and new in the background.
The team was doing plenty of work on the front, so I didn't have to touch much wind, so nice little spin out for me this morning.
In the main bunch, the Holden women's cycling team were controlling the pace, controlling the break. It never got out to more than 1:20. They were protecting the lead of Ellen Scarrett and Ruth Corset running second. The bunch all together, they came into the last corner, 200 metres uphill. The sprinters were in pace.
Coming into the final corner, I figured top 5 was pretty important, so I made sure I made the right moves earlier on to position myself there.
And Kimberly Wells set herself up perfectly, and she took away a commanding victory in stage 3.
It's a close group. I haven't had the privilege of racing with them all year. I was injured and I was sick before that, so to come back and race with these girls and put our specialised team on the map is really quite special.
Ruth Corset, though, with sprint points and sprint bonuses, closed the lead down to Ellen Scarrett to 3 seconds. So going into the last stage, Ellen Scarrett leads from her teammate Ruth Corset by 3 seconds.
To win this tour would be amazing, but if Ruth gets it, then a team win is a good enough win for me, and I'll be just as happy.
Yeah, the National Capital Tour has been a good few days so far. This is the last day today, double stage day. Hopefully it's an opportunity for myself to get a few sprints, and if it's here at the finish, try to run for the finish.
The men's race, around the same course as the women, 4 laps of this beautiful 20-kilometre circuit. 4 riders went off the front, and it was a good mix of riders, a good mix of teams.
Start of the break, it's always the hardest. You got to punch pretty hard to get it really established. So you're punching pretty high, maybe about 90% to get it going. And so once the gap's established and everything like that, you can sort of back it off a little bit, find a good rhythm, and roll turns really smoothly.
And back in the main field, the team of the race leader, Patrick Bevan, health.com.au, search to retain, were trying to control and limit that lead.
Tough stage to defend. Everyone wanted to be in the break, and essentially we had riders on the front from the gun covering the moves, and it takes some energy, but we had to keep control.
But this was the winning move. They took the opportunity. They never got out to more than 1:50, but they held that lead, and then towards the end they started to think about that sprint finish for the stage win. Coming in a straight, Matthew Clark led. Jacob Restel, Charter Mason Giant, though, was too strong and took the stage victory.
It means heaps. Like the guys do everything for us, and we back each other 100%. We're a family.
Hey, yeah.
There is bonus seconds available in sprints for last stage. It's all going to come down to the final stage here at Capital Tour. But Pat Bevan holding on to the yellow jersey. The final stage and the criterium around the Houses of Parliament. Certainly going to be a tight circuit, a fast circuit, just over 800 metres long. There's no rest. It's either ascending or descending.
You're either, flogging yourself heading up the hill or you're screaming downhill. So at the end of the tour with some really tired legs, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And certainly we went into there with Ellen Scarrett holding just a 3-second lead over her teammate Ruth Corset. And then the vital move. We saw Alison Rice from Suzuki Brumbies go on the attack, and race leader Ellen Scarrett from the Holden women's cycling team joined them.
Actually felt really good. I had fresh legs coming into it because the team worked so hard for me in the 3rd stage. Pretty much I didn't have to do anything.
Shortly thereafter, Ruth Corset launched. She picked a moment, she bridged the gap to her teammate, put 3 riders out in front, set the tone for the rest of the race.
I was happy to stay in the break. They're very strong, and I had them supporting me, which was nice. I did feel good, but probably not quite good enough to win.
They come round to get the bell. Ellen Skerritt seized the moment. The tour leader launched an attack and cleared away from Corset, who was playing watchdog over Alison Rice. They came round to the final corner. Ellen Skerritt, leading the tour, took the final stage with a great victory over her teammate Ruth Corset, who sprinted in for second. Alison Rice put up a game ride, took third place. And the Queenslander, Ellen Skerritt, celebrated her first senior National Road Series win.
I've never won a tour before, my first NRS win for overall, and I'm really happy. And I'm also moved up to second on NRS standings, so that's a really big deal for me.
Ruth Corset from the Holden Women's Cycling Team was second, but more importantly also took the Meter Cheetah Sprint Green jersey and the Vi 13 Queen of the Mountains polka dot jersey. With one event to go in the Subaru National Road Series, Ruth Corset retains her lead, will wear the National Road Series leader shirt into the last round. We came to the men's final stage, again a big day of racing, a big field, some 140 riders, and the story was, would Pat Bevan from health.com.au search to retain, hold on to his lead?
Go legend!
Unlike the women's race, many tried to escape, none could. It came down to the final lap. They got the bell. Everyone was thinking it was going to be a sprinter's victory. Coming in the last corner, we thought the sprinter's going to prevail, but it wasn't to be. Alistair Donahue from health.com.au search to retain took the victory from his teammate Pat Bevan, Aidan Tooby, Subaru and Swiss in third place.
Al went through the last corner so fast, he had a gap, and I wasn't about to take it off him. I had my hands in the air behind him with 50 to go. It was a brilliant feeling.
It was a selfless ride by every single member of the team out there today, and I didn't even think till the last 400 metres that I'd even have a shot at taking the stage win, and it's still sinking in.
At the end of the tour, the top three, and they stayed the same as we went in. We had Joe Cooper in third place from the Avanti Racing Team. Ben Dybel took second for the Avanti Racing Team, but the leader from day one, Pat Bevan, health.com.au search retain, took the yellow jersey, the Aussie Butt yellow jersey, and Tour Victor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Clark.
So at the end of today's racing, two stages, the winner of the Meter Cheetah green sprint jersey went to Matthew Clark from the Avanti Pro Racing Team. Then we saw the King of the Mountains, and that was won by Russell Van Hout from Team Lightsview, strong over the last 2 days. The yellow jersey, Pat Bevan, held on to it from day one. He took the tour lead and the yellow jersey for the National Capital Tour. That completes round 8 of the Subaru National Road Series. The leading team of Avanti Pro Racing, but Joe Cooper has taken the lead in the National Road Series from his teammate Brenton Jones going into the 9th round.